Holy is the ultimate gamer. He's earned that name.
Holyone.
A great guy, and his videos are fantastic.
What's to do, YouTube? It's Holyone, and these are going to be my top 10 worst games of 2022, and games you should avoid at all costs. So at number 10, we have Shin Megami Tensei Soul Hackers 2, and oh boy, was this game awful. The dungeons are repetitive. The story is straight heaps of garbage. And the game was $60. And it's just completely bland in every aspect. You could say maybe the saving grace is its visuals, but the game has performance issues on consoles. So overall, it is a very garbage game compared to other Shin Megami Tensei games. I say take your money and put it towards the Persona games coming out in January over this garbage. At number 9, we have Scorn. Of course, you guys are probably saying, oh, more Game Pass fodder, and that is exactly what Scorn is. Scorn is Game Pass fodder. The game looked cool as it was advertised, but it's just a straight, boring, empty hallway simulator with puzzles. It's super boring, tedious, and you could say, oh, the world design is cool, but not really. The game is just boring puzzle solving, and the puzzles aren't even that good. Like, if it had good puzzles and like a cool narrative, and then what really did it was, oh, this creature killed you at the end, the game's over. What? The game is terrible. It's just garbage. At number 8, we have Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, the darling of the Nintendo community. This game, let's begin. I beat it. Glitches everywhere. Horrible performance. Muddy N64 graphics. The story in Gym Leaders, the freedom to go anywhere was cool, but the concept was not properly executed. Overall, the game should have been brought out for the next generation of Switch with how ambitious it was, and it probably should have been delayed for a couple more years. Overall, I say do not buy this game at $60. Don't buy it at all. And that's coming from me, a hardcore Pokemon fan who's bought every Pokemon game since the original Red and Blue. This game is straight dookie. At number 7, we of course have to include Babylon Falls. And it fell from grace to being a game that was discontinued by the developer after 6 months because nobody bought it. This is another game in the history of Platinum games where some of their games are good, but they always have bad ones like this one. And the game overall was pretty much mediocre, and it just died. Just a bad game overall. And if you guys are thinking, this looks cool, don't even buy it. The game is dead. It is gonzo. At number 6, we have Rainbow Six Extraction. More Game Pass fodder that came out earlier in the year of 2022. This has got to be probably one of the worst expansions for Rainbow Six. I platinumed Rainbow Six, and this extraction when it came out was straight hot dookie garbage. Straight trash. Luckily, I didn't pay for it, thanks to Game Pass, but it is not good at all. At number 5, we have Paparazzi, another Game Pass fodder game that Kid Smooth recommended I playing. Worst advice I've ever taken. This game is horrible. The visuals look worse than an N64 game. The gameplay is clunky as hell. And the whole purpose of taking pictures doesn't even work properly. It glitches out and breaks. So this is like some mobile game BS. It's terrible. And the game was like $30! It's really bad. You're probably like, what could be worse than this? Oh, you'll see. We got worse than this. At number 4, we have Crossfire X, which came out on Game Pass, including the multiplayer. The multiplayer for this game was broken, buggy, unplayable, unfinished, garbage. people were telling me, play the story, that's the saving grace. The story also kind of cool, but fell short and was also bad, because when I rate a game, I got to include the multiplayer in the campaign, and overall those together, it was garbage. Even the user score for this game is like a 3.0. So if you guys see this game, avoid it. I don't know if they patched it since then, but overall it was big bad. Bad dookie garbage. At number 3, we have Motor Rotor. I liked the art style of the game, and I thought, oh, this looks like a fun, classic-looking art style game. Let me pick it up for like $5. Horrible kart racer game. The controls are clunky. The controls are like absent. Doesn't even work. The gameplay is stiff. The game is pretty much like one of those quick cash grab platinum trophy games, which I didn't even know that when I played it. So if you see this game, it's worth nothing. It is terrible. It isn't even worth trying to play to get like a quick, easy platinum. It is straight dookie garbage. That's why it was only $5. At number 2, we have Disco Cannon, another game that was like $4, and I was like, oh, is it like a jumping bean game where you jump around like Bit Runner? No, it's horrible. It's all your character does is go up until you beat it and the game's over. You can beat it in like 10 minutes. It's that bad. There's popping, visual issues. Terrible. It's that bad. If you guys look up a video of this, you'll see what I'm talking about. This should be the worst game, but there is something worse than this that is so bad it ruined a childhood game of mine. And at number 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Cowabunga Collection, aka the biggest cash grab of 2022. I came off the hype of the TMNT's new Turtles game and went into this like, they're remaking the game? So I got on PS5 to play with my brother. An emulator could run these better than what this collection came out. It was buggy. The input lag was insanely bad. There were artifact glitches in every game, unplayable. You couldn't even move the character in the games. The emulation for these games was broken on every platform. And it was $40! $40 for this crap! Do not buy this. Emulate this. Do not buy this. I don't care if you have to pirate these games to emulate them. Do not buy this. So, that's going to wrap up this video, guys. Let me know what your top 10 worst games that you played this year in the comment section below. This is your boy, Holyone. Out!